Hello, Zippy guys, it's Kirby, and today I want to talk to you guys about Destiny Trials, Destiny 2 Trials, and my thoughts and speculations on what's going to happen with it. So, at first, Destiny 1 Trials of Osiris was, I want to say, one of the best activities in the game, if not the best. Other than raids, at least for me. Raids were number one, trials was two. Although I never got to get to the lighthouse, to reach the top of the, PvP, whatever it was. I never got to go flawless in Trials of Osiris. Went flawless once in Trials of the Nine. But the thing was, it did not feel as special as the run for Trials of Osiris. And once they took Trials of the Nine out of Destiny 2, I didn't think much of it. It was more like a bag burner thing because I never got a squad of four in order to do Trials except that first time. And the double primary meta was pretty bad in the beginning. So I always had that little thing in the back of my mind that I wanted to go flawless in Trials of Osiris, but I was never able to. I got close to a few times, but then I started speculating a few months after, thinking, "Oh shit, you know, Trials is out. What are they gonna bring? As a PvP activity? Because a lot of PvPers want it, and I was thinking, oh, maybe with Shadowkeep, they're gonna bring back something similar to Trials or something. And then when the Luke Smith's director cut came out, I was like, okay, so Trials of Osiris or Trials of the Nine isn't coming back, right? And then I speculated because I think in that director's cut they emphasized Trials of the Nine, and they emphasized the nine part. So I was thinking maybe they might not bring back Trials of Osiris or Trials of the Nine, or maybe Trials of Osiris. They might bring it back, but maybe perhaps not Shadowkeep. They might bring it back during like the fifth anniversary of Trials. The first fifth anniversary of when Trials of Osiris came out. It was I think 5 years ago now, or it's going to be 5 years ago in May when it comes out. When whatever expansion comes out. I'm pretty sure it came out during House of Wolves, and House of Wolves, I think it was 5 years ago. But pretty much, I was speculating that it was going to be in the anniversary of whenever Trials came in Destiny 2, in Destiny 1, right? So that's what I was thinking. It'd be a good little anniversary type deal, Legacy Trials of Osiris coming back on the fourth or fifth anniversary of Trials. That would have been dope. But now I see this post on a Twitter post from Bungie about PAX West, and it says, PAX West is upon us. Where the fuck am I going? PAX West is upon us. Risk reward matches return, as does Widow's Court and 3v3 elimination at the Bungie booth. Stay tuned to the TWAB to look at exclusive loot. Right? When I saw this, I was thinking, what in the game would be risk reward type of mode, matches. Crucible comp, you could say it's risk reward, but comp has been made easier and easier through different patches and stuff like that. And getting too fabled is quick now. It's not as tedious as before. And I was thinking, wait, what if they bring back something similar to Trials of Osiris, right? Trials of Osiris was, risk reward type deal. You had to, play against good players and see if you won. And then at the end of it, you got a, nice looking reward and shit, which were weapons, armor, and, different kinds of things, right? And then I was thinking, then I continued reading that same post, and I was all like, stay tuned for this week at Bungie for exclusive loot. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is starting to sound more and more like Trials of Osiris. Like, if I don't know if you've ever seen Trials gear, I might put some up in the game, as a picture. But Trials of Osiris loot was like some of the most unique Destiny loot that has ever existed. You had the Egyptian themed gear, like it was dope. Like both of the, like, I think there was 2 or 3 different types of gear set. There was one with the hunter that you look like a kitty cat, like a fucking cat, right? That was dope as fuck, like with the cape and shit. But that was like some of the most like rewarding loot you could get, the best looking loot you could get in like Destiny, right? And when they mentioned that, like, I'm like, are they gonna bring back something similar to Trials of Osiris, and maybe not exactly call it Trials of Osiris, because Trials brings like the name Trials of like Osiris or the Nine has a lot of it's a heavy hitter in Destiny. It's like if you say Trials, you got to bring the heat. So I'm thinking, what if they bring back something similar to Trials of Osiris? They just don't call it Trials of Osiris, and the loot is there. The gameplay is there. The 3v3 elimination is there, except the name isn't there. The loot will be there. It seems like they're gonna make some pretty exclusive loot for it, right? And yeah, I hope that this tweet, sparked a lot of, thought in the community. Cause what if it is something like Trials, but with like Trials like, loot, except they don't call it Trials. They just like, calling it Trials implies a lot of things. Let's just give us this little treat for the PvPers, because the PvPers have been, getting shafted in Destiny 2. And that's all I have. I'm excited to see what this is. I'm excited to see what you guys think. Peace and have a nice day.